The first time I saw that move, I believed in magic. The second time I saw it, my friend told me exactly how it was done, and that I didn't believe in magic. But in today's video, my goal is to fool you with a simple acrobatic card trick that'll make you believe in magic. And then I'm going to teach you exactly how it's done so you can go out and make other people believe. This is the performance you've been waiting for. And by the way, we're throwing it back to using the classic knocks. Let's check this out. For this trick, of course, we'll start just like any other trick by giving the deck a bit of a shuffle, maybe a little bit of a shuffle like this. And if you see cards flying around, that's because this is still a fairly new deck, so it's not perfectly broken in. But we're going to need, this is going to be an acrobatic act. And if you did not know, the spades, the royal family of spades in a deck of playing cards are the acrobats. So that's 1, 2, it's going to take me a second to find them, 3, and where's the king? Of course, the king's almost right near the back. Now I'm going to arrange them in order of their expertise. So we have the jack, who's kind of the beginner. We have the queen, who's intermediate going towards advanced. We have the king, who is advanced. And then we have the ace, who is an absolute pro expert level. Anything you could possibly imagine, the ace can do. Right? Here's what's going to happen. All of these guys are going to perform acrobatics just for you, just for your eyes only. All right, we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. We have jack, queen, king, and ace. Now the move that the jack is going to do, we're going to start with the jack and move our way up. The move that the jack is going to do is known as the salto mortale. I'm going to drop the deck on top of the jack. Maybe I'll give it a shuffle first. I'll drop the deck on top of the jack, and the jack is going to do his best to try to make its way right to the top of the deck. So check this out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Deck dropped, and now the jack is going to run all the way up. Watch it happen. Do you see it happen? Because if you take a look, the jack made it right to the top of the deck. I mean, that's pretty impressive. You can give a round of applause to the jack. Now, next card we're going to take is the queen. The queen is going to do the salto mortale, except it's going to be the 2-phase salto mortale, or the second phase of the salto mortale, where it takes the card from the top and jumps all the way to the bottom. Watch it happen. Do you see it happen? Watch this. Because now we have the queen that's jumped right to the bottom. I mean, that's fairly impressive. Now the king is actually a lot more impressive, because the king does a 2-phase salto mortale with a half twist. And let me show you how that works. So we flip the cards face up like this, and then we're going to take the king, put him down, put him into the deck face down like this, and push him all the way in. Now the way that the 2-phase salto mortale with a half twist works is we're going to do a half twist, and the king is now going to jump right to the top of the deck. Do you see it happen? One more time. Check this out. We now have the king on top of the deck. And like I said, the ace is the absolute expert. So let's do this. We'll take the ace, put it into the deck somewhere near the center. We're going to put it face down like this, and watch the magic happen. We take the ace, going to push it right inside. This is actually known as the phase 3 of the salto mortale, which is almost impossible for any card to do. Check this out. If we take a look in the entire deck, all the cards are face down except one card, which happens to be the ace of spades. And that's the royal family of acrobats. What up, crew? It is Magic Monday, and this is your place to learn magic, master your performance, and captivate audiences. To give you some background on this effect, it's known as the Acrobat family, and it's from Card College Volume 1. It's very easy to do, and it almost seems unbelievable to some people. So before we dive into the tutorial, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, grab your favorite deck of playing cards, and now, let's do it. All right, my friend, let's get started. So, a completely impromptu card trick that you can do at any time with any deck of cards, as long as you have, I guess, the royal family available of spades. All right, so we'll start by giving the deck a bit of a shuffle, and the spectator can shuffle up the deck if they want as well. Now, to kind of sell the effect a little bit more, the first thing you want to do is, as soon as you pick up the deck of cards, as soon as it's shuffled, done being shuffled by a spectator, you want to go and find the ace of clubs, right? So you're going to go spread through the deck, look for the ace, cut at that point to where the ace is now at the face of the deck. And you don't want to show this to the spectator. So you can kind of just do this as a, when you're taking the deck back, you're looking through and just moving cards around. That's completely normal. Just don't make a big deal out of it. So you have the ace, and then you tell the spectator that you're going to be doing this trick with acrobatics, and that's going to involve the royal family of spades. So again, as you're looking for the spades, you can kind of fill in that empty space of you looking with that kind of background knowledge. So we pull out the jack, we pull out the queen, the king. I guess I don't have them in order. Maybe I should have probably left them as they were. And we have the queen. All right. So now that we have the four, I guess, royal family cards, we're going to first take the ace, put it on the face of the deck. Then we're going to take the king. Then we're going to take the queen. And then we're going to take the jack. So now we have all four cards arranged. And now you show this deck to the spectator. And you want to kind of build some kind of relationship with the spectator and the cards so they feel a bit more invested. So you show them first you have the jack. The jack is more of a beginner acrobat. Then we have the queen. Queen is more intermediate. King is more advanced. And then we have the ace, who is an absolute pro. Now you don't want to lift up the ace and expose the ace of clubs, and you'll see why later on that's a bit more important. But you mainly want to show just these four cards. Once you've done that, you can see now they're in my non-dominant hand face up. This trick involves the use of the bottom glide. If you don't know what the bottom glide is, obviously I'm gonna cover it. But in short, what's gonna happen is, as I turn my hand face down, as you saw in the performance, I'm shifting this card down like this, okay? And my middle ring and pinky fingers are helping me do that. So I'm here, I showed the cards, now I shift this face down. As I'm shifting this face down, these fingers help me pull that card down like this, okay? So again, we're here, these three fingers push down against the deck, then pull down towards the base of your hand to kind of create this little bit of space here where you'll be grabbing the cards. And again, you're doing this in the action of turning the cards face down, or turning this whole deck or your wrist face down. And now you're gonna pull out these cards. You're gonna pull out the jack, you're gonna pull out the queen, pull out the king, and pull out the ace. So what you've done is, you've kept the jack on the bottom. This card, the card that is the jack, the spectator thinks is the jack, is actually the queen. And then the queen is actually the king is actually this ace of spades, and the ace of spades is actually the ace of clubs, right? Pretty cool. So you take these cards, put them here. Of course, the spectator thinks jack, queen, king, and ace. At this point, the next thing you want to do is control the jack of spades from the bottom of the deck to the top of the deck. And the easiest way, I think, to do this is you doing the overhand shuffle, where you're pretty much gripping the cards like this, getting into your grip, throwing over chunks of card into your non-dominant hand, and you keep throwing and peeling cards like this until you're left with just that one card, and you'll know that you're left with one card when you can't peel anymore, and you throw that card to the top, which controls, again, the jack of spades to the top of the deck. So in doing that, at least while you're doing this shuffle, you're gonna talk about different phases of the Salto Mortal, which was mentioned in the Card College book. You can honestly name it whatever you want. If you want to look up like an acrobat type of name, you can do that as well. Just try to make it as fun, as engaging as possible to, I guess, just to be more entertaining for your spectator. So you tell the spectator that the first jack, again, as he's a beginner, he's going to do phase 1 of the Salto Mortal. And you're going to slam the deck on top of the jack, pick it all up, and I kind of like to do a front riffle to show the card going from the bottom to the top. And you're going to tell them you're going to jump right to the top. And what I like about this is, for example, if I'm doing it here on camera for you, if I'm doing it facing you, they can kind of see the jack on top if you do this front kind of riffle. And since they get that glimpse, they'll be like, oh wow, the jack actually jumped to the top. That's pretty impressive. Once you've done phase 1, take the jack, put it face up. So again, that kind of instills in their mind that this was the jack all along. Next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna take the queen, which is actually the king, put it on top, and similar thing. Right now we have the queen on the bottom actually. I have riffled down, so instead of riffling up, doing the front riffle and riffling up, I now riffle down. And as I riffle all the way down, boom, I get here. And you can, reveal this in any way you want. Ideally, what I like to do is turn this card over, but for some reason, while in my performance, my hands started sweating because I had too much lighting on my hands. So I wasn't able to pull it out, but I like to kind of roll this deck over like this and show this card to the spectator as the queen jumped from the top of the deck to the bottom. And that's phase 2 of Salto Mortal. Now phase 3 is a bit more complicated. I turn the deck face up, and then I spread the cards out to show the spectator that all the cards you can see are face up. We're gonna take the king, who's an advanced player in the Acrobat game, and insert him right into the deck face up. But what we're doing is, insert it into a face up deck face down. What we're actually doing is taking and putting the ace of spades in the deck in the opposite direction. You push that card in, And again, ideally what I like to do is I like to snap while giving the deck a half flip. So you can say, again, this is the two-phase Salto Mortal with a half twist, and the half twist is just, you know, flipping the deck 180 degrees. So you do that, deck flips, and the king jumps to the top. Again, very impressive. So now you have Jack, Queen, King, and Ace. Now, the reason why we move this Ace of Clubs to the front of the deck versus using any random card is because you're going to take this ace and shift it into the center of the deck, face down. Right, and one thing you can do real quick is just show the spectator that all the cards are face down. Don't go too far, otherwise you'll see your Ace of Spades is face up. So maybe spread out a couple cards, showing that the cards are face down. Square it all up. Don't riffle to the side either, otherwise you couldn't by accident flash that Ace of Spades. You're gonna push this ace right in, and of course, as I said, don't do this. I do that. It's just an automatic habit for me. But so you push that card in, and you push it in maybe till about like a half inch is remaining. And the way that I measure it by the length of the nail of my thumb. So I push it in until it's about the same length of the nail, and I show it face up like this. So this way they kind of see, okay, the ace is going face down into the deck. So it's the same direction as the rest of the deck. So you can kind of show that and then push it in. This just adds a bit more of a selling point on the ace actually going in the right direction. And then if you want to do a full, you know, 360 deck flip or whatever you want to do, make sure that doesn't happen because that's not great. But whatever you want to do is some kind of reveal, and then you can even have them spread out, or you can kind of just fan the cards out on the table like this. Show, oh my god, there's one card face up, and that is the expert pro ace, the Ace of Spades. And there you have the Acrobat family. Pure magic. So this trick implemented the humble bottom glide, but if you want to see my favorite card trick using the bottom glide that just leaves people stunned, I highly encourage you to check out this video. You will not regret it. You will get the most insane reactions. That's all I got. Thanks so much for being here. Love you guys. If you want to help support the channel, I'd love for you to check out my Patreon. The link is right over there. I will see you in the next one. Deck drop.